we will begin by dropping a primitive cube to the workspace, and in the Y segment we will place 3, and in the Z segment we will place 3. Leave the X at 1. Go to the side view and reshape the cube to fit over the gill area. Bring it in, bring it down. We're going to drop it into HyperNurbs and do a tiny bit of reshaping. Make the cube editable. And we're now going to go into the perspective view using the live selection and the polygon tool. We are going to select, make sure that the radius for the selection tool is turned down to a lower number. Select the polygons on the back side of the cube, and we're going to go back to the side view and use the extrude under coarse tools, extrude out to the other side of the fin, and using the scale tool, scale up. Extrude again to the beginning of the dorsal fin, and again scale up a little. This doesn't have to be perfect yet, we can fine tune later. Extrude again. We're going to work our way back down along the fish. We're going to go to the bottom to the end of the bottom fin, scale it, extrude it to the beginning of the other bottom fin, and you may need to actually change position a little bit and then scale it. Go back to extrude, extrude to the end of the dorsal fin, yes, to the end of the dorsal fin, bring it up a little, scale it, extrude again to the narrowest part of the fish, scale it down, extrude to the beginning of the actual tail, scale it up, extrude again, halfway to where the tail splits. This is all just making pieces so the fish can bend nicer. Scale to the beginning of the split, scale it up, and we're going to stop there for now. And we've been doing the side view. Now we need to switch and go to the top view. We're going to go into the rectangle selection arrow and the point tool. And actually I want to select all those points, but first you have to remember to make, before we were only selecting the visible, now we want to select all the points, so we need to turn off visibility and go over and select all the points. And now we're going to scale it in a little bit. Go back to the rectangle selection, we select, scale it in a little bit, and go on and on like that. Scale it down. The rest of the tail will be done later. And so we're going to scale this down some more. And just keep going. This is just one way to do the fish. There's certainly many others, including using the nerve, not the lath nerve, the other one. And scale down a little bit more until it gets narrow, very, very narrow. And do a little fine tuning here just by moving out just those edges instead of the whole thing. I'm just trying to meet the edges. And we'll just go around and tidy up a little bit here and there. Go back to the side view and do a little more tidying there. There's a funny little dip. And we want this to look nice and smooth going along the fish. Fishers are nice and smooth. And just finish tidying up. And this will be the End of the first segment. Coming up.